She did indeed. Let's have a look back at the highlights. So Inge van der Heijden getting a great start. Julie Brouwers there got the whole shot, but just dropped down on that off camber. Early laps, Lucinda Brand able to make it about 3/4 of the way up there. You can just see on the right of your picture as you look at lots of riders just having a few issues on that off camber. It was the two Kralin Corendon riders that came up towards the front, and Lucinda Brandt, the Bauwasa Glowy Lions, Larissa Hartog, as we said, had a great race for the Orange Babies team. Casasola constantly finding herself at the front. You can see just how much the tyres are going to work there. This was a decisive moment, though, Helen, as well, where Lucinda Brand was able to come back to Casasola on one of those early moves.
Yeah, that was quite early on in the race, wasn't it? And she was able to just shut that gap because Casasola fell out of that rut, and we never saw her use that rut again. And then this is the section coming into the finish where Casasola had put everything in and Brand just flicked around her and was able to ride this section out. Oh, no, this is early on, sorry, in the race. And she's able to ride this section out and get a gap. But Casasola was able to come back again and she overtook it. And then going into these off-camber sections again, she just had that line. But again, she struggled in this sand on the corner and Brand comes back.
Sara Casasola's racing style, though, and this is where, as Lucinda said in her interview, where she's had the advantage. And this is the treat that we had today. Lucinda Brand hopping, that also makes a difference. It's just the power savings that you make as well. But Sara Casasola, it's this sort of determined style. She always fights. She fights to get to the front, fights for every single corner. I love her style of racing. She's been a real breath of fresh air at the top level.
Yeah, and it looked to me like she actually just re-wheeled a little bit too soon, which gave Brand the advantage. Brand was able to pedal further than her in that sand section, meaning that when she got into the rut, she carried that speed, and so that's how she got the gap on that little corner. Because, it's the confidence, isn't it, to ride into that rut at full gas in order to leave everything out there. Because if it had gone wrong,
every victory is different.
Can you describe that finale, that last round?
Yes, well, Sarah and me, we were very equal, I think, in strength. Her off-camber on the backside of the course was much better. I couldn't find my line in it, and I knew that if I was with her towards the Sint, that if I was in front of her, that I would have a gap on the finish line. So that was my goal, because she was a little bit less good there.
Is there something left in your legs for tomorrow?
It have to be. Tomorrow is another hard race. It's always a difficult course. So yeah, I hope I recover well tonight.
Okay, thank you. Proficiat, Lucinda.
Van Stad zit Niklaas liever de handschutter. Voilà, dames en heren, de top 3 bij de vrouwen. Op 3 Inge van der Heijden, 2 Sara Casasola en nummer 1 Lucinda Brandt.